Okay, I think we're live. Just waiting for Discord to load. Okay, I just gotta get some names going for the press. And I can get that set. I just gotta get everybody's PFPs specifically. I think I have Irish's. So let me just have a look at who wanted to go to post-race press. Let me set up I will set up a little schedule. This is very rushed. Sorry about that. Okay, we'll be bringing in people in just a moment. I think we only have like 5 drivers attending the manager, isn't it? All right, we have a few guys in the waiting room. I'm gonna bring them in by, I guess, position. So yeah, let me bring in Irish. All right, hold up. Just give me a sec, Irish.
All right, I'll get it.
All right. All right. Let me just make sure that's all set in. Yep. All right. Good evening, Irish. Welcome to the post-race press room. So before we start anything, I just want to say congratulations on winning at Bristol today. You ran a fantastic race.
Thank you.
I really hope you made your country proud and yourself proud. Speaking of your country, how does this win feel for a country that really doesn't have like a racing culture that makes people like insanely, like a country that just is racing isn't the main sport? Like, how does that make you feel for your country?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Racing isn't really as big as you'd really expect, considering like we only have like one major racing facility, Mondello Park, and yeah, racing has never been massive. Like I think at best some people know what Formula One is, and to have this kind of passion for racing and be able to kind of express that passion racing through BOLTCAR is a really like amazing thing, and I'm so glad I could manage to get the win for my country.
Oh, very exciting. Speaking of that, you were really dominating the race for most of it. Even when you got spun out, you were able to come back and from all the adversity and take the win. What was your main strategy for just getting back into the race after getting screwed over?
I just digging deep and like not letting the sort of anger and frustration that I had from getting spun out there sort of get to me. I just dug deep and just kept driving how I drove before that, and I guess that helped me to keep my head enough to get the win.
Yeah. And another question I have for you. Hold on, let me think about it. Sorry. I didn't really come prepared. How do you feel about winning in a car that Fish obviously made history in by winning the first ever BOLTCAR 75? How does that make you feel, man, for all the faith that he put in you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I had obviously a huge amount of responsibility and expectations when I got into the 7 car. There was a couple of people questioning why I should have gone into such a prestigious car, and I've just focused on trying to like fulfill those expectations. And although it didn't really go to plan at Atlanta, I'm glad that I've been able to kind of fill the shoes of the 7 car here at Bristol by putting on such a dominant performance. And I'm really happy that Fish had the faith in me in the 7 car when he could have picked so many other maybe a bit more like reasonable picks, but I'm so glad that he kind of saw faith in me, and I'm really happy I could prove him right.
Yeah, and just one more question. Winning at Bristol, obviously, it's quite iconic. You're definitely going into a history of so many iconic winners like Dale Earnhardt, did he ever win at Bristol? I don't know. So many of those drivers, even though it's a real racing league, how does it feel to win at a track like Bristol?
Well, Bristol is one of my favorite tracks in general when it comes to like NASCAR and all of that. And it was really kind of just intimidating because, it's like this coliseum. It's just like this racing coliseum, and it was just sort of very intimidating going in there, especially in practice and all that. And in a race setting, I just try to focus as much as possible of not like what is at stake, like this is Bristol, but like just racing and all of that. So, yeah.
All right. Congratulations on the win. We'll be bringing in the next person in. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. See you later.
See ya.
See ya. Okay, I'll just move him back to the waiting room, I guess. We'll be bringing in our next guest in just a few moments. If I can just get there. PFP. I'll have to look for it. Sorry, everybody. One moment. Alright, I got his PFP. It's not... Wait, that's the wrong one. Oh, well. Continue to weep. Anyways, everybody, welcome to the press room. Kreesum. Hello, Kreesum. Welcome to the BOLTCAR press room. Thank you for joining us tonight. Okay, so...
You should give me a warning before you moved because I was going on in little rampant.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the reason for this rampant?
Chilling throwing his problems in his car. And what we could have done to solve that.
That little bitch. Yeah, I know. It's quite stressful.
Oh, he ain't a little bitch.
Yeah, it's. I get that. It's quite stressful to be running a whole entire league and trying to make everybody happy. It's definitely hard. But obviously the result today, you were leading a lot of laps around the 100 lap mark. Obviously you got screwed out of the win, but how do you feel about today's result? Are you satisfied with it, or?
Yeah, pretty much. I think everybody's just satisfied with the finishing result because this race went longer than we've expected it to be running.
It's definitely
cautions and mess.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are tired, but yeah, what do you expect? Long race.
Yeah. The reason why we had like a long red flag break during lap 75 is because like everybody was complaining that their fingers were hurting and fatiguing, specifically Pirate Man, because you know the first race.
Yeah, I get that, but yeah. Also, this was the first. No, this wasn't the first race when you had Bella, right? I hope. Do you think that
It isn't. It isn't the first race. I've actually.
Yeah, but anyways,
I've actually ran ever since Homestead and now.
All right, but anyways, do you think she would be proud of your result?
You know. Well, I don't know, cause she's not like that much into racing. Like she likes to hear me talk about racing and all that shit, but I'm not sure if she understands it and all that. But I try my best to make her understand why things happen here and there. And by the way, if I'm not promoting another league, but another league I ran yesterday, I was running at the back all race. It's a dirt race. The fucking rubber was rubbering in and make everything slick. Pacing was impossible, so I had to ride the back the whole race. And guess what? I did not tell her about that.
Good. Anyways, so how do you think you'll be able to improve on your current result? Do you think you can do better next week, or what?
It just depends on certain circumstances, because you know it depends if Irish isn't racing Nashville, Fish is. It depends on who finds the best line, who doesn't, who causes the wrecks, who doesn't causes the wrecks, the type of racing. Because Nashville, I think we're still kind of undecided which setup we want to run. I'm not really sure. So I already forgot like if there was like any discussion about two different setups, unless I mix it with Atlanta. Because while I was developing Atlanta, I was also working on Nashville. So I wouldn't say that I would try to improve off this result, because it honestly depends on other drivers, luck in general, the way you run the lines around the track, and all that stuff.
All right, thank you. Chill and Thrill is actually rushing to get in here because he's got to go. So thank you very much, Kreesum. Have a good night.
All right, take care, everybody.
All right, take care, my friend. We're gonna pull in Chill and Thrill in just a moment. Don't speak yet. I'm pulling up your PFP on the stream. Let me get that. Okay, welcome to the press room, Chill and Thrill. Please unmute so we can actually speak to you. Jill. All right, he seems to be quiet.
Hey.
Hello. Hello. So a few questions tonight. So obviously a second place finish is pretty good. You were definitely getting some ground on Irish there, but obviously it just wasn't enough, seeing as hard as you pushed. How do you feel about today's result? Are you satisfied with it?
I feel like it could have done better. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you saw that, but in the middle of the turns, it would turn right. I was suffering from that problem since lap 3. Started turning right, and I think it was the second or third caution. Kreesum suggested, "Hey, how about we give this guy, but we give him like a different car, like the 25 or the 11 or something, like anything. And Fish said, no, it all the same setup. It's only affect that. And then like I said it from lap 3. My car just started turning right in the corner. Sometimes it was on entrance, middle, or even exit. Like I just didn't know when. I get like 5 or 10 good laps down, and then the next laps are just like me hitting the wall and just losing all the momentum I had. And I did a few practice laps at the end of the race with the 11, and I only had that happen to me twice in a 30 lap period. So I know if I had actually gotten the car, like a different car, I probably could have competed more.
Yeah.
I mean, I went from front to back 3 times, I think, and I still ended up second. The car did not handle at all like practice. It was tighter and everything. I was still able to get the line. And when we got to cross it, I felt like I probably could have done more, but I just couldn't do it with the limited expectations of the car I had for it. I mean, this is really good for Demoson. I mean, Demoson really deserved this finish. I mean, he's not really been good at these kind of tracks, but he's been pretty decent on super speedways. This is gonna boost him up the rankings a bit.
Yeah, definitely good for you to come in there. And how do you think? Do you think you'll be able to sub for somebody next week? If you do, how do you think you'll be able to finally beat Irish to a win? Even though he's not running next week, but just to beat the top guy. Let's put it that way.
I mean, this is the second time I finished second.
Damn.
Yeah, coincidence. And I don't know if you noticed, the guy I finished second to, Pasta, the first guy I finished second to, actually was in victory lane as the third place finisher. So,
Wow.
I beat him. I beat him in the finishing order. It just wasn't for the win. I mean, me and Iris, we were taking notes after like we go into separate VCs with each other and just like talk about the strategy we had for these cars and everything. But yeah, I'm subbing for Dem Olsen at Nashville next week. Because I think I've made a deal with him that I'm going to be subbing for him on intermediates and short tracks, and I don't know if we got road courses, and he's going to be on the super speedways.
All right, that's a pretty good deal, IMO. Thank you very much. We'll be sending you back to the waiting room. All right, so our next driver coming in is going to be Nightblade. We'll just be getting his image up quickly, so just don't say anything yet. Hold up.
Won't say anything about it, because, yes, I'm a weeb.
I have the wrong PFP for you. Sorry about that. And who's...
All good.
All right, so welcome to the press room. So Juan Madrano, of course, you had definitely a pretty decent run at the start, but obviously you kind of fell apart in the end. Do you have a definition of what happened at the end?
I would say in the end, I was just a little frustrated and just, at least one of the top 5. I mean, 6 is better than nothing.
Yeah, you definitely did okay. But do you think you'll be able to improve on that result for next week's event in Nashville?
If I will say, I would honestly not, because I just don't know how Nashville will go. If it's gonna be terrible, then I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I will show up for the race. It's just that I just might be a little frustrated, but I don't know.
Yeah, I get that. And another question, this is really just about your scheme. What brought you to contacting Bile about running a Canada flag scheme with the black and white?
Well, I wanted to do that because when I heard about that, about that Canada thing about the graves, that broke my heart, and I honestly wanted to run a tribute paint scheme
Yeah, and I really can't thank you enough for that. Our country's definitely under a dark cloud at the moment with all the gravesites.
I plan to run that paint scheme for at least a few more races or possibly the full season.
Wow, thank you so much, man. Yeah, but really, God bless you and Bile for doing that. Anyways, is there anything you want to say to anybody out there? Because I'm going to be bringing in someone else into the room in a moment.
Well, I will say this, is that even though the season for some of us is a pain, we all gotta enjoy it in the end. It's quite an experience. Yeah. It's quite an experience, to be honest here. It's like, here's the thing. I mean, we all were hyped for it, and I was obviously hyped for it, and I will say it, I it's great. It's a good season.
Yeah, Chris and Creasem obviously put a lot of work into this. But anyways, thank you very much. I'm going to be pulling in Doc Inc. next. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so quick pause, just to get Doc in some PF poo-poo information set, because funny, see, I laugh, a lot. It's a problem. It's a pandemic. Let's see if I got the right, no, I did not get the right image. God damn it. Wrong one. So yeah, we're going to be bringing in, Doc Inc. But, I just wanted to, say something quickly. Boo, scary. Did I spook you? Yes, I did. Hello, Docking. Sorry to pull you out of whatever stream you were watching in the waiting room, but welcome to the press room.
Hey, good. Hello. Pretty glad to be here. And yeah.
All right. So obviously, the finish today probably not what you wanted, especially since you were running at the front for quite a while. How does it feel? Just where you finished? Are you satisfied with the result, or do you think you could do much better?
I'm sort of in the middle. I think I could do a lot better. I mean, the bad luck just caught to me again, like at Daytona. And yeah, I mean, we could have done better. I mean, our car's been really inconsistent all night. I tried running the traction compound. It didn't work out, and I found the middle, which was really good, but I was just inconsistent turning in.
Yeah, real shame for you today, I will say.
Yeah.
What was the decision to change your controller from what was likely keyboard to a PS4 controller? What was that decision?
I was just getting tight on the keyboard, like I couldn't really turn in, and it was causing a lot of frustration amongst the pack. And yeah, they just really wanted to, and a lot of people were getting tired with the keyboard, like their hands were like falling asleep and stuff. So
yeah, it's definitely,
I just switched to a PS4 controller, and yeah, went from there.
It was definitely a wrong race. Would you do a race that long again, or?
Yeah, I'll be up for it. I did a 2-hour race in iRacing once, so
oh my god. Anyways, yeah. So how do you? Just one last question for you. How do you think you can improve on your result?
I would just say just try to keep a consistent line and stay out of trouble, because I know a lot of guys have been sort of a little bit out of control, but I know it can do better, and the this 24 car can do better in a lot of places. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Nashville next week. It's going to be a fun track, and you got to break a little bit, depending on which package we want. So
I won't
yeah,
be running it, but yeah. Anything you want to say to the audience watching?
Islanders in 7. That's that.
All right, too political. I'm gonna be pulling in our next guest in a moment. So yeah, just bring him in here. Pirate Man. Hello, Pirate. Welcome to the press room.
Hello, Vuko. Oh boy.
Yeah, it must have been a tiring race, huh? Would you do a 200 lap?
All I did was just use my hand on WASD, and I got exhausted. That was freaking tense.
Damn. Yeah, would you do a race that long again?
Honestly, I would, because it's worth it to just like be in the zone and race in those kind of cars. Like that was only the second time I raced in those cars, and it came to me finally. I finally got the rhythm. I got all the way up to second at one point, but then the car fell off, or I fell off. I don't know what happened, but oh boy, me and J Hope, we had a rivalry brewing because we were beating and banging for last. Well, not exactly last, but the rear of the field. But yeah, it was fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Anyways, I know this was definitely your first race, but if you were to race again, how do you think you would be able to improve on your finishing position?
Well, I don't think I would want to race at a track like Bristol again.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that track, Jill was freaking out like the entire time, like saying like this car like it keeps on going right, and like I did notice like there is like a little bug where if you touch the wall out of 4, it either sends your car right or left, like really sharply. If I had to do a Bolt car race again, it would probably be on like the super speedway tracks like Daytona or Talladega. But I don't know if there's like an opening for me. But if there is, I'm open to race again, because that was.
Yeah, that was.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was definitely chaotic. I'll put it that way. And
very.
Yeah, is there anything you want to say to the audience before I kick you out?
Well, I think I already shouted out my channel, but I'll shout out Pog Series. That's starting up soon. We just dropped the preseason Thunder video where I flubbed a lot. So yeah, go check that out. It's on Pog Series.
Alrighty, I'm gonna send back to the waiting room. I'll be bringing Fish today.
All right.
Okay, so we have one more interviewee today. It will be Fish. Hello, Fishy. I know you wanted to come to the press center. So what's going on? What do you want to be in here?
I just want to give feedback on the race, what the drivers were saying.
Yeah. All right, so I'll go ahead and let you do that if you want.
So, beginning of the race was fine. We had a pretty good green flag run there for the first 80 or so laps, which I was honestly surprised that even happened. But then the caution started happening. I made a mistake with the caution on lap one or before lap 100, I think, where Irish spun around. I did not see him spin, so I was kind of like, should I pull out the caution or not?
Yeah, there were a lot of odd cautions until I finally realized what was going on, people disconnecting and everything, so yeah, definitely. But you're doing a good job with officiating, I'll say that. Fishy, see what I did there? Oh, Fish. Anyways.
So yeah, basically then the rest of the race we had some cautions about, I think it was 20 laps, but I'm not sure if that number is correct. But overall, I liked the race. I like watching it from the flag stand. I like using the flags and definitely implement that in Nashville as well. So
yeah,
it was a pretty good race. But we did. I want to give a comment on Chillin' Thrill. Well, I like him as a person. He's a pretty good driver in our league. He tends to complain a lot about our setups, which that's fine. He can complain all he wants. I don't really care. But we've tried all we can with the cars. We keep telling everyone that the cars are going to act different each race. You're going to, one race you're going to be up front, and the next race you're going to be at the back, like real life. That's why we started this league, is to try to be realistic as to real life as we possibly can.
Yeah,
but overall, it was a pretty good race. I'm excited for next week because I'm going to be racing next week. I don't know who's going to be doing the flag stand, but we'll find out then. I can do it if you
want. I could do double task, but I don't know. And also, just a quick question about the how long the race was. It was so long that two people had to end up pulling out. Would you want to do a race that long again, or?
Probably not, because it was long and tedious. I didn't want this race to go over a couple of hours. I did the math, a few days ago actually, that the race will take 53 minutes because it takes about 17 to 18 seconds to do a one lap around Bristol.
So that was a fucking lie, obviously, but it's okay. It's whatever. Is there anything you want to say to the audience watching this Brett conference just before we shut it down?
If the Pod Series boys are watching, thanks for watching the race.
Yeah, they were. Blamey and Nate were reacting to it for a while, but they pulled out because they had to go do other stuff. But yeah, they are all celebrating Irish's win in chat. So yeah.
All right, so that's good that they enjoyed it. Hopefully they did enjoy it. If they want to join the server, they can. By all means, do so.
I sent the link in there, so a few of them.
Okay, good.
Anyways, yeah, good night, Fish. See you later.
All right, thank you.
Alright, see you, dude. Oh, he's left the VC. So, yep, that's going to be the end of tonight's press conference. I hope you all enjoyed just getting a little glimpse into what everybody thinks. We'll be at Nashville next week. I don't know what the name for that race is actually yet, but we'll have information on that in the coming days. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed Bristol, and have a good evening.